How much longer do you plan on leaving all your belongings spread out in your room? If you don't collect it all soon, I'm just going to throw it out the window. You know I can't come collect my belongings right now. I'm in the hospital. Why are you telling me all this when you know that I can't do anything about it? Because all your stuff gets in the way. If you're going to move out of the house, then please do it as soon as possible. I'm sorry, but I can't move out right away. I'm going to need some time to find a new place to move to. If possible, I'd like to live there a little bit longer. I don't want to move out yet. You're joking, right? Are you really planning to continue living here? I think it's about time you moved out. I'm getting really tired of this situation. How many times do I have to tell you this? We're happy as long as your brother Kyle lives with us. He's very smart and he has a fantastic job with a great income. We really don't care about you at all. In fact, we want you gone. I know that you want me gone, but what you did was totally crazy, Mom. I can't believe you poured boiling water all over my back. That's not the kind of thing you should be doing to your daughter. In fact, it's the kind of thing that you shouldn't be doing to anyone. What you did to me was really unacceptable. I also can't believe that Kyle had terminated my health insurance and taken the money. The hospital fees are really expensive because I don't have any health insurance right now. I had to do that. I really had no other choice. I wanted you to move out from a long time ago, but you decided not to. I only poured boiling water all over you so that you would move out. You must be insane. You didn't have to do that. You should have talked to me about it, and I would have thought about moving out. Also, you keep on asking me to move out, but you don't really have the right to do that. That house was given to me and Kyle as inheritance when Dad passed away. Why do I have to be the one that gets kicked out? That's my house, as well you know. I also have a lot of precious memories with Dad in that house. This is why I hate you, Mary. You love Dad so much, but you never seem to like me that much. You're also dumb and pretty ugly. I really want you out the house. I can't stand looking at your stupid face anymore. I really love Dad because he would treat me like a normal human being. All you ever did was compare me to Kyle. You always made fun of me and insulted me for not being as good as him. Dad would love and care for me no matter what. He didn't compare me to anyone. He respected me for who I was. That's why I prefer being with him much more than being with you. Yeah, I really don't care about any of that now. Your dad that loved you so much is no longer here with us. There is no need for you to stay in this house any longer now that he's gone, right? I really want to live in this house with just Kyle. There's no place for you here. How could you say that to me? I'm still your daughter. I really wish you weren't my daughter. I really didn't like you from a long time ago, but I hate you right now. You're an adult, but you can't even find a job. How long have you been unemployed for now? How much longer are you planning to depend on me? I don't want to have to babysit you forever. What are you talking about? I'm not unemployed. I work very hard at my job every single day. Stop making up lies like that. All you do is stay in your room all day. You barely ever leave your room during the day. If you're just going to be lazy in your room every single day, there's no need for you to live here. You can have exactly the same lifestyle anywhere else. That's why I'm asking you to move out. Please, just hurry and get the hell out of here. If you don't, I'm going to have to pour boiling water all over you again. I really don't want to have to do that again to you. How can you treat me like this, Mom? Do you really hate me that much? I might have been a little clumsy and dumb growing up. I still tried my best to impress you. I wanted you to love me. I'm your daughter.
Please stop talking about things like that. It's just a huge waste of time. I don't have the time to just chat.
Do you care what happens to me? Do you even see me as your daughter at all?
Not really. I only gave birth to you because Kyle was such a successful child. I thought that you would be similar to him. Unfortunately for me, you turned out to be a total failure. I never would have given birth to you if I knew you would turn out like this. I wish I could go back in time and decide not to have a second child.
I'm just so shocked to hear that from you. I'm speechless. I really can't believe that you're my mom. How could you say all those horrendous things to me?
You really need to shut up. You don't even understand how difficult it is to be a mom. It's really stressful being the mom of a failed child like you. You have no idea how I feel at all, so you have no right to accuse me of anything.
Fine, that's it. I'm tired of trying to talk to you. I'm just gonna give up if I'm hated by you this much. I'm going to stop trying to get you to accept and love me. I've realized that it's completely hopeless. You're never going to change.
So you finally decided to move out then. Thank you so much. It's a huge weight off my shoulders. It feels so good to finally be free from you. This is the happiest I've felt in a long time. Hey Mary, how have you been doing? Did you miss me?
What do you want from me, Mom? I don't want to talk to you.
Why are you being so cold towards me? We haven't talked in like 6 months.
I'm just a little shocked to be receiving a text from you. I thought that I would never have to see or talk to you ever again. What do you want from me all of a sudden? Why did you text me? Get straight to the point. I really don't have that much time.
I can't believe you're talking like this to your own mom. How rude of you. I heard some rumors that you're earning a pretty nice salary these days. Is that really true? You finally managed to find a job?
Who did you hear all of this from?
I heard it from your Uncle Jim. He told me that you were working really hard these days. According to him, you've been really successful lately.
So it was Uncle Jim that told you about all this. It makes sense because I've been asking him to do some work for me. He's a tax accountant after all.
Wait, hold on a minute. Why would you need help from a tax accountant? What kind of job do you have?
I still work the same job as I always have. I work from home as a stock trader and stock portfolio manager.
A stock trader?
Yeah, I trade stocks and I also give advice to people on what stocks they should buy. I do this as a freelancer, so I've been asking Uncle Jim to help out with the taxes. The process is really confusing and I was struggling to do it by myself. That's when I remembered that Uncle Jim was a tax advisor.
I had no idea about any of this. Just how much are you earning right now?
I think I'm earning around $100,000 a year. I don't really want to tell anyone about it because it's not that much. I think I can make a lot more in the near future.
Are you seriously earning that much?
So, you're earning around $8,000 a month? Yeah, around that. It fluctuates depending on how much time I've been working, though.
You're only earning this much because I kicked you out the house, right? You should be grateful to me.
What are you talking about?
You decided to start working hard because I kicked you out the house, right? Your current success is all due to what I did to you. I'm really glad I managed to help you out like this. Would you be able to pay me back for what I did to you? How about you start by moving back in with us?
Move back in with you? You're joking, right? Why would I ever want to move back in with someone like you? I've never felt grateful for you a single time in my life. Have you already forgotten how you kicked me out of the house? What you did to me was unacceptable. I am never going to forgive you for that.
You're still angry about that? It happened such a long time ago. I think it's about time you forgave me for that. I am sorry for pouring the boiling water all over you. I was really stressed out at the time and I couldn't help myself. Now that I think about it, I did go a little too far. I would love for you to move back in with us. I promise the same thing will never happen again. You have lots of money now, right?
I have no intention of moving back in with you. I've already built my own house.
Wait, what did you just say? You have your own house now?
Yeah, I have my own house. I had it built so it would be comfortable for me to both live and work from.
You didn't build a house just for yourself, did you? Are you married now?
Yeah, I got married a little while ago. I had a boyfriend that was planning to marry me once I moved out from your house. We decided to get married a few weeks after you kicked me out. We also decided to get a house built for the two of us.
I'm really surprised to hear that, Mary. You really are my child, aren't you? I'm really proud of you. The house must be pretty big, right? We're gonna move in with you guys. Let's all live together as one big family.
What the hell are you saying? Do you really think that I would just say yes to you and Kyle moving in with us?
You're gonna let us move in with you, right? We're your family, after all. We have every right to live with you.
What happened to the house that Dad left for us? The house that you kicked me out of by pouring boiling water all over me?
The house is no longer our property.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
Kyle became addicted to gambling and managed to get us into a huge amount of debt. He had to sell the house so he could return the money he borrowed. I had no idea he was a gambling addict. I was shocked when he told me how much debt he was in.
That's shocking to hear. I expected better from Kyle.
That isn't even everything. Kyle also stole some money from his company so he could keep on gambling. He was fired from his company immediately. It was such a famous company with such great salaries.
Yeah, he completely deserves to get fired for that. I still can't believe that you guys sold off the house without even consulting me. That's what I'm shocked about the most.
He's also being fined $500,000 from his company for stealing their money and ruining the company's reputation. He had no choice but to sell the house and try to pay the fine.
Okay, it's all starting to make sense now. I'm so disappointed in him.
The problem is that selling the house wasn't enough. He still owes the company around $200,000. We really need you to help us out. Both me and Kyle don't have any money or time. We also don't have a job either. Can you help us out, right? We're family after all.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do to help you guys out.
What are you talking about? There's so many things you can do for us. You can start by letting us move into your house. We really need a place to live. I also want you to start giving us some financial support. We both need some cash to pay for our living expenses. A couple of $100 will be enough for now. We can talk about increasing it a little later on.
Are you seriously asking me to support you guys financially? There's no way that is happening. Neither of you seemed to care about me when we were living together. There's absolutely no reason for me to help you guys out.
We're family. That's enough of a reason to help us out. You also received some inheritance money from Dad, right? Me and Kyle already used up all the inheritance money that we received. Please give us some of that inheritance money. Dad left it to us in case of emergencies. Now is the time to use it.
I'm not giving you my portion of the inheritance money. I'm really planning to save it for when I need the money. It's not my fault that both you and Kyle spent it already. I spent a small portion of it to build a nice doghouse for my dog in our garden. The rest I'm planning to save up for when I really need it.
You spent your inheritance money on a doghouse? What a waste. You should be giving that money to help us out.
Actually, I really love my dog, so it's definitely worth the money. He's much more like a family member to me than you guys are. Also, you need to stop judging me for what I spend the inheritance money on. You spent all of it on high-brand bags and clothes that you barely even wear. That's a huge waste of money. I'm guessing that Kyle decided to spend it all on gambling too. I'm very content with the way I spent a small portion of my inheritance money. The doghouse is really spacious and looks very nice. Do you still have any complaints?
Of course I have complaints. That money would have been better spent by me and Kyle. We really need that money right now. You really are the worst kind of person.
I'm sorry? What did you just say to me?
I said you're the worst. How could you treat your own family like this?
I should be the one saying that to you guys. You insulted me my entire life while growing up. In the end, you poured boiling water all over me and kicked me out of the house that Dad gave to me. Kyle canceled my health insurance without me knowing and stole the money that was saved from it. I was told that my health insurance didn't exist when I went to the hospital after you poured boiling water over me. I had to pay the full fee to the hospital because of that. I absolutely hate the both of you from the bottom of my heart. You both treated me like I wasn't part of the family. Now, I'm going to take revenge for that and watch you guys suffer. I'm not going to offer you any help to either of you. You don't deserve any help from me.
I already told you I was really stressed out at the time. I'm sorry for pouring the boiling water over you. Being a mom can be really stressful at times. I'm sure you'll understand when you have your own child.
Being stressed out doesn't excuse what you did to me. I am never going to turn out to be a mom like you, so I won't ever understand your feelings. Please stop trying to ask me for help. You guys really need to figure this out for yourselves.
There's no point in trying to stop us because we're really desperate. We're going to get all our belongings together and start getting ready to move to your place. We will finish moving in by the end of the day.
I will report you both to the police if you even step foot on my property.
Wait, what? Why would you get the police involved?
You can try your luck if you really want to. I'm not giving you permission to enter my house, so it's trespassing if you do enter. The police will arrest you as soon as you step inside the house.
How could you do this to us? We're supposed to be family, aren't we? I'm your mom. I was the one that gave birth to you. You should be looking after me until the day I die. I was the one that raised you, after all. Even if you can't allow Kyle to move in with you guys, you need to at least let me move in with you. It's the rule of society to look after your parents once they start getting old.
Shut your mouth, Mom. You never raised me at all. Dad was the only one that ever cared for me. I'm finally enjoying my life now that you're not a part of it. I have a wonderful husband, that loves me, and I own my house that I built with my own money. I don't need you to come back into my life to ruin it. I want to maintain my current happy life. You guys are definitely not going to be moving in with me. I finally realized that you were the one making my entire life so miserable. I never want to have to talk to you or see you ever again. My mom didn't end up listening to the warnings that I made to her. She ignored me completely and decided to try forcefully move into my house with Kyle. I had no choice but to call the police as they forcefully stepped foot into my house. The police arrived about 10 minutes after I called them, and both my mom and Kyle were successfully arrested. She told them that they should arrest just Kyle and let her free. Kyle was shocked by what she told the police, and they ended up getting into a huge argument on the spot. They ended up cutting ties with each other while simultaneously getting arrested. Kyle was also charged with 2 other crimes after he was arrested. The first crime was for stealing his company's money and using it to gamble. The second crime was terminating my health insurance without me knowing, and stealing the money I put towards paying for my health insurance. He had to spend a little while in prison and also serve a few years of probation. After getting released from prison, he managed to recover from his gambling addiction and start his life from scratch. He successfully managed to get employed at a small company in the countryside and is currently trying to pay back all his debt. On the other hand, my mom's life is not going so well. She was abandoned by both of her kids and she became completely alone. She also had no place to live, so she had to rent a tiny old apartment on the outskirts of the city. She works multiple part-time jobs with minimum wage to barely make a living these days. She messaged me from time to time asking me to forgive her and to let her live with me. However, she was starting to get very annoying, so I blocked her number and cut ties with her completely. I hope she lives the rest of her life regretting how terribly she treated me. Recently, I found out that I'm pregnant and that I was going to become a mother in the near future. I promised myself I would never become like my mom, and that I would love and care for my child forever. My mom gave me a perfect example of how not to raise a child. I will use everything that I experienced as a lesson to become the best mom I can become.